What's up YouTube? It's your boy Asa. How are y'all doing today? I'm back with another video. This time we're streaming it. I didn't have enough time to get this one made for y'all, so I just went ahead and I wanted to stream this one. And back with another video. This time we're streaming it. I didn't have enough time to get this one made for y'all, so I just went ahead and I wanted to stream this one. And back with another video. This time we're streaming it. I didn't have enough. There we go. Okay, now we're using Drake's and Bad Bunny's Mia, which is an amazing song. I'm sure you've heard it by now. Super popular, really fire. Shout out to Latin music. Latin traps is especially good. I really like that genre of music, and it's like brand new. I shouldn't say brand new. It's been around for a couple years, but it's starting to gain popularity, which is really interesting. So I started working with the melody already, and I picked out all the instruments and the sounds that I'll be using. So let's have a listen just to the chords, or the main melody from the song that we're gonna be using. So it sounds really nice, and the song it's more upbeat. I'm gonna slow this one down for our purpose, but I think it's gonna be a really awesome beat, and it's gonna have a completely different vibe, which is what I really like to do with these melody remixes, because if you keep it the exact same, that's almost too easy of a remix. So I'm changing it up just so that we can have a different variety. And here is the counter melody. I think I'm gonna go in. I'm still gonna do or add in some different notes. But here's what we're working with as far as counter melody goes to start. I like how simple it is compared to the melody from the song, which is fairly complex. But I still want to add in a couple other notes, maybe some down low, and just a couple of fillers, just to make it so it doesn't seem like such a continuous loop all the way through. But with that being said, let's get straight to the drums. I already chose all those sounds, and I just wanted to put them in here to see if they sounded good. So these aren't really what I want to do. So yeah, let's do the clap first. I always start with my clap just because it's always going to be the same. It doesn't really change. It always hits on the same pattern. So let's turn that up, and let's have a listen. Actually, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this one as the clap that hits, but then I'm gonna use this one for my fillers. And then I had this snare to also work as a filler, so I'm just going to change some of these. Whoopsie. Change some of these to that. So let's have a listen to the first 4 bars, see how that goes. Have that one hit 3 times, like a little bit of a roll, nothing too crazy there, and I might speed it up. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that right now. Yeah, I want that to hit a little bit faster, so we're gonna go to, actually we'll make it a triplet like this. That might be too fast. Let's hear it though. we'll stick with the first one. Just leave it like that. So let's hear the kick. So I like the rhythm that I had right there with this last little bit. So I'm gonna up the tempo in the beginning and right here too. I like that quite a bit. And then we have an 808 here. I'm not going to do that one quite yet. I did realize that I forgot to grab an open hat, so let's go ahead and find one of those real quick. So we have, oh, that's the wrong one. We have our hats, we have open hats. Let's grab one. I like that. It's pretty simple, straightforward. I like it. Alright, I like this quite a bit, what we have going, this groove what we have going right here. I always turn it up to the max velocity because then you can go in the mixing process, you can turn it back down, but this way the drums are going to hit as hard as possible, because some drums actually have velocity sensitivity, and the noise that comes out, it doesn't just make it louder or quieter, so it does have an effect on the drum itself and the sound that you're getting. And if you want your drums to hit hard, which everyone usually does, then you're going to want to turn your velocity up, but then you can always turn it back down in the mixing process. Now I'm going to go ahead, oh yeah, I forgot about my hi-hats, so let's go ahead and do those real quick. So let's just paint them in. And now from here, what I'm going to do, Control Alt, Control L. Let's grab that one right there. Okay. And now from here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn these ones down. I'll grab another. Oh, actually, and this is something I do with most of my hi-hat patterns. It gives it a nice groove. I'm gonna turn these ones back up a little bit. Now we'll go through and we're going to add some rolls in here. I want to go faster than that. I'm not liking that roll right here, so let's just get rid of that one, and we're gonna pull this one again, but this time it's gonna go up. Whoopsie. We're gonna want this one to go up, and then we're gonna have it go even higher than that again. We're gonna do that same thing again for this last one in this loop, but higher. And for the second half of this 8-bar loop, we're gonna have all of these going faster. Let's hear that. I think I gave it a really nice rhythm. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. When I give it to arranging the beat, I might change it up so that that pattern hits at different times, but just so that I have it in here, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. So let's listen to it all together real quick. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in and add some notes for the counter melody, just so I know what I'm working with. Let me just control and copy all of these to the sampler file, sampler plug or instrument. And what I'm doing here is I'm creating all the ghost notes so that I know how to stay in scale with what's being played already. And these all loop right here. And those are probably all gonna be the same notes, so I'll just go ahead and get rid of these. Actually, no, I won't. Okay, now I'm going to take this, I'm just going to copy that up to the next octave, and I'm probably not going to go in that high, I'll go down an octave as well. And now I'm going to take all of that and spread it out to 5 bars so that I can see what I'm working with really well. Now we're going to go back to here, and what do we have? So the counter melody, it's really just supposed to add some, it's supposed to play with the main melody that's already there, and for the arrangement purposes, I might drop out the main melody, leave the chords in there from the original song, but I want this to be completely different from what I have going in the main melody. I'm going to keep that lower octave loop going the same, but I'm going to drop it down even further. So we're in key, we're in key. I think there was a part where at the end that I wasn't quite happy with. Let me take a closer listen to that. Is it that one? Oh, it's this one. we'll wait and see how that comes out in the final outcome after mixing. Let's add in some of the 808s. I think what I'm going to do for the 808 is just have it follow the chords here. And since it's missing some of those, I'm just going to let it see how it sounds without filling it in. But if it sounds like it needs some more, then I'll probably keep the same notes just on a different, or just on the different patterns. So here, you want to hit cut self so that when you hit one note and then immediately trigger another note, it doesn't overlap. Don't want it to loop. Right, and then you want to make sure that it's in key. So if you go to edit here, you click this drop down, detect pitch regions. It'll tell you the key that it's in, or the key of the beat, or key of the 808. This one's in F. So you go back here, you come to this, and you right click on the note that it's supposed to be in. It's supposed to be, oh, that's G. You want to right click on the note that it's supposed to be in, so it's supposed to be in F there. And now your 808 will be in key. Right? So let's go here, and obviously it's going to be in key there. Let's make sure it sounds good. And actually, I think I had the idea that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these in, but I'm going to bring them up way high just to see how it sounds. Alright, I like that quite a bit more than I was expecting to, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that, but I didn't like the way these notes sounded, so I'm going to drop these down just a little bit lower. You guys who are watching right now, give me some input on what you guys think of that 808 pattern. If you think I should do something different, let me know. So then I'm going to go to the kick, make sure it sounds good together. Sounds pretty damn good. I'm gonna put this in with the other instrument I had picked out for my other counter melody. I'm pretty happy with all that's coming out, with everything that's coming out right now. So let's go ahead and send this all to the mixer. Let's make it look pretty first. Gradient. Let's just go blue and purple. So then I have it like that, and then we're gonna go to the mixer itself. Shift Control L, and it sends everything in order named. So now that we're here, let's make sure everything's turned on. Come back to the mixer. First is going to be leveling. I start with the drums, turn off any plugins you have on your master track, and bring it mono just so you get the true volume of the sound. So here's my kick. I start with the kick because usually you want your kick to be the punchiest instrument and you want to hit the hardest. So you're going to go to the kick, you're going to bring it down. I low mine, or my mix peak at about 6. And then mix everything. So since I want my kick to be the loudest part, I put that at 6, and then I mix everything in accordance to that. Everything else will usually be quieter. I shouldn't say usually, it'll definitely be quieter because you want the kick to be the loudest part, right? So here. Oh, CPU's geeking out. Let's give that a second. So since it's a little bit under, I'm going to go ahead and turn the bass up a little bit by EQing up the bass. So I'm going to bring this down because I don't want too much over there, right there. And then we're going to bring a little bit of a bump right about 40 hertz. That's a good bass range for a kick. Some might argue that it's a little bit too low, but I think it sounds really good right there. Yeah, see, now I'm up above the 6. Let's bring it down just a couple. Perfect. Then I do the bass in accordance with that. So since the bass is at such a low octave, I'm going to leave it a little bit higher than the kick in this instance, and we're going to see how it sounds in the final mix with everything else going on at the same time. It's kind of a personal preference. I like my hi-hat to be down around 18 to 12, somewhere in there, usually towards the lower end. Just depends on which song you're going for. And then I have this really nice plugin. Where'd it go? Right there, Pan Man. Automates your plugin or your panning for you, and I really like that it does that because I don't have to do it myself, and I think it sounds good. It gives it a nice ambience. So there we have that. Good. So let's do our clap. You know what? Now that I'm hearing it right now, let me take a listen to everything. I'm not sure I'm happy with it. Yeah, I don't like that snare. Let's pick a different snare. Sorry, clap. My bad. Let's hear that. I'm not sure how it's gonna work. No. I like the layering of those two claps. So let's hear what we have there. Yeah, I like that. So let's bring that down, and it's too loud, so we're gonna bring this way down. I was liking the higher frequencies from Drake's clap right here, this one. So let's hear that. Yeah, and then it's at a good peak right there for the both of them combined. So what do we have? We have the kick, we have 808. There we go. Yeah, I like that. So that's good for the drums. I like to mix my melodies not on mono just because having some of the melodies at a different stereo width makes such a huge difference in the volume that you need. So it's hard to do it all on mono and get the volumes right. So I make it regular, default the way it's supposed to be, and then I do my melodies all together just to see where I want to stand out. I usually take my main melody that I want to be the most prominent, and I put that peaking at about 12. So let's hear what we have, because I'm not sure which one I want to stand out the most. Since that one's so high, it's definitely not going to be the main most prominent part, and it's definitely going to have a wider stereo width. I'm making it right there all the way stereo. this is too low, so I'm gonna take this up an octave just to see how that sounds. I just want to hear this one by itself. Sorry, my computer's geeking out on me right now. Let's give that a second just to catch up. I liked it definitely better at the higher octave though, so I'm gonna leave it there. And then well, let's listen just to the counter melodies. And here we go. Dang it. Alright, well that's pretty much all I was gonna do for the mixing. I'm just gonna continue leveling the melodies just a little bit, and that's pretty much it. And then I just lay out the beat from there and arrange it. So yeah, well thanks for tuning in. I'll get this beat posted tomorrow, so you can hear the final product. And I hope you guys got something from this video. Please like, please subscribe. And yeah, thanks for tuning into the video, you guys. Until next time.